Welcome. This video will help you prepare a presentation for an upcoming interview or assessment centre. It also forms the basis of our training before attending a careers lab, where you'll deliver a pre-prepared presentation and receive feedback from other participants. The delivery of a presentation is a common form of assessment for an internship, placement, graduate level job or postgraduate programme such as an MSc or PhD. They assess your oral communication and public speaking skills and can be used to check your knowledge of a particular topic relevant to the opportunity. Presentations that form part of a selection process are typically shorter than those you may give in academic study, with typical lengths varying from 3 to 10 minutes in duration. You'll be given instructions that will outline the proposed length of delivery and give details about the presentation topic, intended audience, and preferred mode of delivery, for example, if PowerPoint is expected. It's extremely likely that time will be set aside for a few questions at the end of your delivery, which will probe the topic in more detail or explore your thought process in approaching the creation of the session. Presentations for interview and assessment fall into three main categories. The first type is when you're given a topic in advance. You may be given a week or more to prepare a formal presentation showing your depth of knowledge on the subject or evidence of your research. The second type is when a presentation topic is set on the day of assessment and you're given a short amount of time to prepare an informal talk. The focus here is on your ability to communicate a topic clearly and confidently. The third type is a group presentation. You'll be asked to collaborate with other applicants to develop a short pitch on a given topic. The focus is again on communicating clearly and confidently, but also it will assess how well you work as part of a team. With all presentations, it's important to follow the instructions you're given carefully and stick to the given time frame. With social distancing measures in place to mitigate against the spread of COVID-19, we've all seen changes to the way we live our lives, and this has impacted on how recruitment is conducted too. Activities that happened in person have moved online, so it's quite likely that your presentation may be delivered through video conference software like Microsoft Teams or Zoom. While this may feel like an alien experience, it's important to note that many of the principles of an in-person delivery apply to online delivery too. So what makes a good presentation? It's likely that we've all witnessed good and bad presentations, so think back to some examples you've seen and consider what made them good or bad. It's likely poor quality presentations appeared unrehearsed or lacked flow and were hard to follow. Perhaps the speaker had tried to cover too much content or spoke too fast. Maybe they read from the slides, or the delivery just simply didn't grab your attention. In contrast, good presentations probably did the exact opposite. Whatever the topic, you should ensure that your presentation has a clear intention and a targeted message that resonates with the audience. An easy way to make your presentation relevant and meaningful is to consider the questions your audience might have about the subject and provide answers to these as the substance of your presentation. You'll need to consider who the audience is, what message they need to hear, and what time frame you have for delivery. Identify the main points that are necessary to convey your key messages as the basis for shaping your content. Structure is key to any presentation. You should take your audience on a logical journey within the given time frame. A simple three-stage structure can help with this. Essentially, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Start by introducing your topic and setting the scene, before moving into the core content, and wrap up with a conclusion that welcomes questions. If you're using slides, it's important to ensure they're not too cluttered. Use an appropriate font size that's not too small to read, and bullet points can help to minimize your word count. Also, make sure you don't read from the slides, as this is both boring for the audience and adds no additional value. You may also want to consider using images to make your slides more visually engaging, but this shouldn't distract from the content. The words I've just spoken appear on screen within the small image. However, the bullet points on the left summarize this content in a more accessible format for the audience, which allows me to talk around the topic in my delivery. Use your slides as aide-memoirs opposed to reading directly from them, and it's important to spell check slides and ensure consistent formatting. Nothing says poor attention to detail more than a set of badly formatted or poorly assembled slides. If you think about your structure and plan appropriately, you'll be able to develop a strong narrative for any presentation topic. Once you have your structure, you should rehearse your delivery and timings until you feel comfortable with the content. We often underestimate delivery times, so it's a good idea to time your rehearsals to ensure you don't overstretch yourself by trying to cover too much. In rehearsal, you shouldn't script the presentation, but become comfortable enough with your content and flow to deliver your message. You may find that cue cards help to keep you on track. It's quite common to make a mistake in delivery, and if this happens, simply acknowledge it and move on. Finally, revisit the presentation topic and ask yourself, have I actually answered the question? If the answer is yes, then you're set for delivery, and it's very likely you'll be able to discuss any questions that you face on structure or content. So, you've now completed the basic training and you're ready to attend one of our careers labs on presentations, where you'll deliver a short presentation to other attendees and receive feedback. You should now prepare a 3-minute presentation on the following topic. Market your degree programme and life at Imperial College London to prospective students. The intended audience is a group of A-level students who currently want to apply to your subject area. You'll deliver this on Microsoft Teams and will be able to share your screen or a PowerPoint with other attendees. Your Careers Lab presentation will be assessed on the criteria shown on screen. It's important to address the topic and ensure your delivery is targeted appropriately to the intended audience. Your communication style will also be assessed, so we'll be checking for a clear and concise verbal delivery style that takes us on a journey and is interesting to listen to. If you're using PowerPoint or other visual aids, we'd expect consistent formatting and for the material that adds to the narrative. You only have 3 minutes, so plan appropriately. At the Careers Lab, you'll receive feedback from other attendees on your performance, which will help you to prepare for future presentations. Thanks for listening, have fun with the assignment, and we'll see you at a Careers Lab soon. Good luck.